Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I'm back with my boy the Crapgamer. We haven't done one of these in like forever, Crap. Me and you rocking back to back like the dynamic duo. We haven't done one of these in forever, man.
I remember doing the Titanfall 1 when Microsoft lost the MPD, and we were like, "Oh shit, what are we gonna do? How are we gonna damage control that?"
Find a way to damage control it.
Yeah, that shit was funny, dude. Like, yeah, it was great. But like today, man, I took the day off just because I
worked today.
No. There was no work today. There was just I knew it would be busy. It'd be a busy day, and so man, when this news dropped at like 9 a.m., I was just like, I had to watch it like they did. There's multiple videos.
I see, but I here's the thing. Let me share my screen. I haven't seen anything. Crap. I see they only got a 15-minute video, and you can talk me through it. Like I said, I'm just getting back from the doctor's off at the hospital, so I haven't seen anything. Let me know how does it sound.
Microsoft.
You hear it pretty good?
Yeah, I can hear it.
Architects of the system to talk through the specs and to get the whole story there. Now, bearing in mind that Scorpio is going to be a Q4 console release, this is really, really early. In all of my years in the business, I've never seen anything like it. So let's talk about the heart of the system, the Scorpio engine, as it's known. This is the SoC, system on chip, at the heart of the console. It contains all of the core hardware, CPU, GPU, memory controllers, audio block, and audio, video, media processors. And well, here it is in person. And well, this is actually an early production chip straight off the production line. A really nice memento from my trip. It's a 16-nanometer FinFET chip produced by the giant TSMC. So about 360 millimeters square with 7 billion transistors. Okay, so let's talk specifics here. And we'll start with one of the biggest points of controversy in the current gen console designs, the CPU. Now, back when I did my Scorpio spec analysis in the wake of its E3 teaser last year, I pegged the new console as retaining the same Jaguar cores as the Xbox One, but with an upclock in place. Mainly because the Scorpio engine would already be big owing to the large GPU size, and also because, well, Microsoft promised 8 CPU cores, which sort of rules out anything else. Plenty of speculation surrounded a Ryzen implementation, which I always thought unlikely, but the truth is, well, actually a little bit more complicated. Now, strictly speaking, you could say that I got it right. Scorpio does indeed use an evolved version of the Jaguar core. Just
wait, what? They're using the evolve of the Jaguar core, correct?
Well, no, it's not really. They're not really doing that. If you actually, he's just trying to like pat himself on the back for saying that with the white paper. The white paper never mentions Jaguar. Basically, if you go to the actual Eurogamer article, it has the Project Scorpio specs. And this is what it says as far as the CPU. It says 8 custom x86 cores clocked at 2.3 gigahertz. There is no mention of Jaguar anywhere in there. Now, they posted these specs right next to the Xbox One and the PS4 Pro, and both the Xbox One 8 cores Jaguar cores clocked at 1.75 gigahertz, and the PS4 Pro 8 Jaguar cores clocked at 2.1 gigahertz. So they both mentioned Jaguar on the Pro and the Xbox One, but there is no mention of the specific custom, other than saying 8 custom x86 cores at 2.3 gigahertz on Scorpio. So it's actually not. And if you listen to, I don't know if some of the people listened to my video this morning. I had Dealer Gaming and the Don and Hellhammer, all tech people, and they were like, yeah, there's no way this thing's Jaguar. The guy's patting himself on the back. Something to do with the cache. There's too much cache or whatever for it to be a Jaguar core. So it's not a Jaguar core.
So it's not.
Yeah, it's not a Jaguar core. It's like a custom, their own custom kind of thing. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Let me see what
there are 2 quad-core clusters there with a total of 4 megabytes of L2 cache, and frequency has been upgraded from 1.75 gigahertz to 2.3 gigahertz. That's a 31% uplift.
On the CPU.
Though has targeted optimizations at the silicon level aimed at improving coherency between CPU and GPU, and it has targeted lower latency as a priority. Now, if the processor cores can't access data from memory owing to bottlenecks in the pipeline, it effectively stalls. So increased frequency and lower latency are key to the custom CPU improvements here. But there is more. Now, at the front end of the GPU sits the command processor, which kind of takes the instructions from the CPU and, well, processes them. And here's where things get really interesting.
Okay.
Microsoft's engineers have effectively made a hardware implementation of DirectX processor.
So DirectX 12
is built right into this machine. Okay, now that's not the best part. Hold on. When you click play, it's going to tell you the best part. Hold on. Okay, so what they've done is they've taken, you know how like on the Xbox One and the Xbox One S, DirectX 12 is there, but there's thousands of commands. What they've done is built it straight into the metal here and limited it to like 12 easy commands. Like, so games that use DirectX 12, that's why we're going to get Battlefield in 4K 60 frames per second, Battlefront. Yeah, watch him say it.
On the CPU that would typically require thousands of instructions are now reduced to just 11. Yes, 11. State changes that are also heavy on CPU are now cut down to just 9. Microsoft tells me that this
11
hardware alteration should drop CPU rendering workload by half on titles built on DX12 renderers. Games like Star Wars Battlefront, Battlefield 1, Gears of War 4, and the latest Forza titles, for example. Audio processing can be CPU intensive too, and this can also be offloaded to the dedicated silicon on the Scorpio engine. Well, the APB, as it's called, the audio processing block, is actually the same core hardware as that found in Xbox One. Now, here's some good news. Spatial audio in the form of Dolby Atmos and Dolby Atmos for headphones is going to be supported for Scorpio, effectively adding a height component to 7.1 surround.
Okay.
As the silicon is unchanged, all Xbox owners, whether you're using the original one, the One S, or indeed Scorpio, will benefit from this upgrade.
Okay.
Next up, let's talk GPU. Okay, so last year, Microsoft promised us 6 teraflop graphics hardware, a huge upgrade over Xbox One's 1.31 teraflops, and even an impressive boost over PS4 Pro's 4.2, effectively meaning complete Scorpio dominance over all key parts of the processing specification. Now, I can confirm that 6TF has been delivered, no more, no less, but how they've done it is nothing short of remarkable. Now, regular viewers may recall that I came up with the notion of a very large GPU with 56 or 60 AMD compute units running at fairly slow clocks based on the kind of constraints we've seen on Xbox One, PS4, and of course the Pro. The truth is, Microsoft has broken free of those constraints in ways I'm not sure anybody could have anticipated, certainly not me. So to cut to the chase, Scorpio only has 40 compute units.
Okay.
These are clocked very, very highly, 1172 megahertz to be precise. That's up against 853 megahertz on the OG Xbox One and 911 on PS4 Pro. So compared to the new Sony console, that's an additional 11% of Radeon hardware, but a 27% boost to frequency. Combined, this gives Scorpio a 43% compute advantage.
43% compute advantage over the PS4 Pro.
Wait, hold on. I gotta hear that again, crap.
43% compute advantage over the Pro.
You gotta be bullshit, you fat fucker. You see?
No.
Combined, this gives Scorpio a 43% compute advantage.
Wow.
43%. 43%. That's almost a 50% advantage over the Pro, people. That's like insane.
It's almost 50% more. See, the crap that may have come back and bite him in the ass. You remember at the start of the generation, they were saying the PS4 Pro is 50% more powerful than, I'm sorry, not the PS4 Pro. The standard PS4 was 50% more powerful than the original X, the Xbox One. Now this motherfucker right here is 43%. We already knew it was gonna be more powerful. And listen, I'm not the biggest tech guy, but what I'm hearing so far, 5 minutes in, it seems like everything within this box that Microsoft built, from what I'm hearing, is for gaming, and it's easy to access the power. You know what I mean? And from what they're saying, more or less, they haven't given us his price. This thing may come in at $400. Crap.
Yeah. Well, here. Exactly. Well, and also it's funny because that whole 50% more powerful stuff with the PS4 was all bullshit to begin with. One developer said it, and what he meant was He said 50% more powerful, and then it ended up being 50% faster to develop for, not 50% more powerful.
Time. Yeah, and that just
and people just ran with it.
Yeah.
Controversy here when Microsoft promised bandwidth in the region of 320 gigabytes per second. Would they use GDDR5? Would they go for faster G5X? Would we see a continuation of ESRAM? Well, back in the original specs reveal, we thought Microsoft would opt for a 384-bit memory interface paired with 12 modules of GDDR5. I mean, you could actually see it on the motherboard render that Microsoft put out last year, and that's a render that turned out to be pretty close to final hardware. So, what's the score here? Pretty much what we thought, actually. 6.8 gigahertz G5 modules on a 384-bit interface, 12 of those modules in total, offering up a grand total of 326 gigabytes of bandwidth. 8 gigs of the 12 total is available to game makers, up against 5 on the original Xbox One. So that's a 60% boost in available memory for games. However,
wait, all right, so hold up. So far, they have 12 gigabytes of GDDR5. RAM.
8 are for gaming. 8 are for gaming when only the
they
like
got four for the OS still, and and compared to the PS4 Pro, they still have the same 8 gigs, but only 5 is available for gaming. Okay, well, wow. Oh.
1 gigabyte to 4 gigs. So Scorpio's dashboard, well, now that can render at native 4K, something that wasn't possible on Xbox One S. Okay, so Microsoft has delivered, or indeed over-delivered, on all promises thus
over-delivered.
The reason I was invited to their HQ to talk to the people who made Scorpio was to understand that this is more than just a collection of off-the-shelf AMD parts. There's customization here. Deep customization, and a lot of it. So Scorpio is a mid-gen refresh, right?
Oh, wait, what did he say, Crap? So we ain't got to hit no more?
He said it's a mid-gen refresh. It's not a new console. It's not a generational leap. It's a mid-gen refresh.
Okay, so we can, so it's actually Scorpio versus the PS4 Pro. So when Sony does release the PlayStation 5, it's, it's not the Scorpio's, competitor. It will be a full-fledged next generation console. Because you know what they've been saying, Crap, you here too. There's no shit because Microsoft had the whole ass and come up with the 9th generation. So even if they're saying, this guy here, they've been, kind of pro Sony, but I'm not even getting into that. But he's confirming that this is a mid-gen refresh. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Key advantage they've never had before. They could profile existing Xbox One games, see where the bottlenecks were on the existing hardware, and before any silicon was even fabricated, they could use hardware emulators to see how this game code actually performed. And then from there, they could rebalance the hardware to achieve optimal performance. And more than that, once they had that final balance, they could actually customize key areas of the GPU to eliminate engine, game-specific bottlenecks. In fact, I'm told that there are around 60 specific targeted customizations throughout the GPU pipeline. Again, this is unprecedented. Hardware usually defines software, but this time the Microsoft team could approach things from the other direction, optimizing the silicon based on the way that game engines and game developers actually creating their games. The question is, would this pay off? I mean, we were promised native 4K gaming here, something you wouldn't really expect in the PC space from a 6 teraflop GPU. Well, here's Forza Motorsport 6 running on Xbox One. It's 1080p, 60 frames per second, and pretty much one of the best looking games available for the system. Back in mid-January, production parts for Project Scorpio started to arrive at Microsoft HQ. These were cobbled together at Turn 10 Studio down the road into something that sort of resembled an early prototype console. The Forza engine was ported to Scorpio in just 2 days.
Damn.
And, well, straight off the bat, it worked. It worked just out of the gate, something that blew the Turn 10 tech team away, something that generally just doesn't tend to happen this quickly. And not only did it just work, but it was fast, brutally fast, without the benefit of any platform-specific optimization. And here's a screenshot of the demo in action. This is taken from the Nürburgring GP circuit with the maximum amount of cars possible. in order to stress test the engine. Good news is it's hitting 4K at 60 frames per second effortlessly. Take a look at
hey, Crap, wait, do you see that, Crap?
at the top.
And
yeah,
you know, I'm not
pause it. Yeah, look. Here's the thing.
Yeah.
This right here was no optimization whatsoever. They straight ported it to the Scorpio. 60 frames per second, native 4K. And you can see right there, GPU usage 66%. That's without optimization. And he'll go on and say it drops as low as 55% GPU, which means you have all that overhead that you can still use, right? And what happened? Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was saying, and this is in 4K.
Yeah, this is native 4K, and this is 4K assets. You can see, like, on the screen right there, that's the 4K assets from the 4K art and stuff like that. That's what they consider ultra settings on PC. So this is 4K ultra settings on a PC running on Xbox Scorpio with only using 66% of the GPU with no optimization. If they optimized it, they could probably get it to run much lower.
Hey, Crap, what are you telling me here, man? It's like, and I forget the fanboy shit here. And you know, I'm not, you know, big on the motorsport friend. You know, I'm not really big into, but that's a big difference, and I can tell it on my screen. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Wow, you know, this forget resolution. Even if you don't have a 4K television, this game looks better graphically.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing, right? Like, I had the Don on my show this morning, and he's a developer. So he said, he goes, you know what, Crap? He goes, here's the thing. A lot of people have a threshold for when they can tell a difference in resolution and things like that. The reason why they didn't just go for 2K instead of 4K is because people couldn't really tell the difference as much. When you go from 1080p to 4K, pretty much everybody can tell the difference. They've done like all kinds of research on that and things like that. So basically what you're seeing here in this picture is that's ultra settings, where, like, I was watching a video with this same guy talking on another show, and he's like, see the car way at the front there? That's using the same pixel count and stuff as the ones all the way in the front, and that's without optimization. So when they optimize it, they can do it even better.
And so what you're saying, that car in the front look just as good as these cars back here.
Yeah, and he says it doesn't even need to, because you can't even really see that far ahead, but they counted the pixels, and it's like super high pixel count. And this is, like I said, no optimization whatsoever, just 4K assets, ported game in 2 days, and it's only using 66% of the GPU. That really speaks well, because he's also going to go on and talk about how games that are running 900p on Xbox One can easily do like native 4K on Scorpio.
Wait, hold on. He gonna say that here? He's gonna say that.
I think he's gonna say it in this video.
Hold on.
Effortlessly. Take a look at the GPU utilization at the top there, 66.19%. Now, I personally have seen this demo running on Scorpio hardware, and the utilization does vary. I saw it drop as low as 55% with fewer cars on screen, and it can go as high as, say, 70%. But the point is that this is a straight Xbox One port. Only Scorpio enhances the resolution and the inclusion of 4K art assets. This means that, yes, we will see 1080p Xbox One games running at native 4K on Scorpio. But more than that, the fact that the hardware is kind of underutilized means that there's a ton of GPU power left over for making the game look much better. So I'm putting a video together based on my Turn 10 visit, but here's something that could be improved straight off the bat. Zooming into the road here, you can see the same texture filtering we tend to see on Xbox One and PS4 games. And well, this is to be expected because it is a straight port. Improving this is not a problem with Scorpio's GPU power and memory bandwidth. Now, I've got some details coming up on how Turn 10 dialed up the settings and how well Scorpio coped. So yeah, subscribe to the channel and look out for that. Now, here's the thing. This is just one game, of course. But you know what? Based on what I saw here, the concept of the amazing-looking Forza Horizon 3 running at native 4K 30 at something approaching the PC's ultra settings doesn't seem outlandish, and I can't wait to see what the team has come up with for the inevitable Forza Motorsport 7. Now, I didn't see anything else running on Scorpio, but I'm told that the scalability offered by the new hardware in terms of running 1080p and even 900p engines at 4K 4K is there on other titles, other engines. And in actual fact, Microsoft is indeed aiming for 900p games to run natively at 4K too. Now,
so the games that we got this generation so far, crap, that have been 900p, give me 1080p, give me depth. We are now also going to get those games in 4K.
Yeah. Takes a little bit more work. They said like a patch or whatever, but Microsoft is working on that to where it's super easy for these people to go back to their old games and just up patch it or whatever. You know what I mean? It's like it's going to be, I guess, a super easy process for developers. So games that would run 900p or whatever on Xbox One.
What did we have this year that was 900p that that they made a big fuck?
Mass Effect. Well, I mean, Mass Effect Andromeda. That's 900p on Xbox One. So.
Sunset Overdrive.
Yeah, Sunset Overdrive. Let's see. I mean, there's probably a good handful of games that.
The Witcher.
The Witcher. Yep. Well, The Witcher is dynamic, so that'll scale up automatically. Like, I think it'll go to 1080. But I heard that that's going to be 4K.
Yeah.
So I mean, we'll have to see about that. Like, I'm interested to see how quick the developers are to get on board, because supposedly this is like the super easiest thing to develop for ever now.
Yeah, so they said it only took them 2 days to get Forza, Motorsport, up and running on the, on the Scorpio hardware. He said at the beginning of the video, it only took them 2 days. You know what I mean? So it's not really, it wouldn't really, say not really cost, but it wouldn't really be so taxing on the developers to go back and make, like I said, to patch some of their older games. I wasn't even going to call it with Scorpio support or whatever the case may be. Or what, I guess I remember you probably don't remember, but we talked about that. Well, I mentioned that, and after one of the BGSTs or during it, that would be a great selling point to Microsoft. Go back to some of the exclusive, Quantum Break or Rise, Sun and Rome, them games that wasn't quote unquote native 1080p, to go back and support it and give them that 4K patch or that Scorpio treatment. That would really truly breathe life into a couple of those games, Sunset Overdrive, that was, to me, was already a nice looking game, but imagine it all dolled up, at the bottom of the goddamn, to make it look better. Like, crap, I'm fucking ecstatic. I'm happy.
Yeah. Well, they're back. I mean, Xbox is back. I mean, that's the headline, man. It's like they're really putting out a console that's easy for developers. It's the most powerful thing ever. All the pundits that are like 6 T-flops isn't enough to run 4K native. Well, here you go. Like, they used American ingenuity, and now we have like this brilliant bit of, and that's not even the best part. Like, the cooling in this is like state-of-the-art cooling. Like, wait till they get to the cooling. Hit play, man.
Now, this will take more work, but they reckon it's doable based on all the profiling they've done. But, there's actually more to the story here. I mean, looking back at those specs, the fact that Scorpio is running its GPU at 1172 megahertz locked is pretty huge. The GPU design has features derived from AMD's Polaris technology, which, in PC terms, is basically the Radeon RX 480. Now, this has 36 compute units versus Scorpio's 40. It's a smaller chip because it's a dedicated GPU, not a complete SoC, system on chip. Max boost, 1266 megahertz, just 94 megahertz faster than Scorpio. So yeah, I couldn't quite believe that Microsoft has squeezed that much frequency out of a console part. I mean, how did they do that? Well, I actually met up with members of the hardware design team and got some answers. So it turns out that efficiency in the Scorpio design isn't just baked in at the silicon level, it's there throughout the entire box. So here's the thing, Microsoft implemented what it has dubbed the Hovis method, named after the guy who came up with the concept. What that means is this: every single Scorpio engine processor that comes off the production line has its own power characteristics. Well, because every piece of silicon is ever so slightly different. Rather than apply the usual one-size-fits-all power delivery system, every Scorpio motherboard is balanced with its specific processor.
Is that the actual motherboard?
Down and ensures peak efficiency.
Yeah, I think it's a render.
It is a big processor and it still gets hot. So Microsoft spares no expense here in using a vapor chamber cooling assembly, very similar in design to the high-end coolers used on the GTX 1080 and 1080 Ti graphics cards. There are no vents on top of the Scorpio console. Heat is pushed out through the back of the machine via a large centrifugal fan. So here's the bottom line. Scorpio is very fast, not just in terms of overall performance, but specifically in its clock speeds. Microsoft has tried to keep heat generation down as much as possible via efficiencies in power delivery and sorts out the heat that remains via a state-of-the-art cooling solution, one that I've never personally seen deployed on a mass-produced piece of consumer electronics hardware. This, my friends, is hardcore, but there's actually even more to this story, much more. I'll be making more videos about Scorpio and its cutting-edge feature set as soon as I can, but what's clear from my visit is that the Xbox team obviously hasn't taken losing the performance crown to Sony lightly. This is the full force of one of the world's biggest companies focusing intently on producing the most powerful games console ever made. So yeah, much more to this story, much more to come. So for example, Microsoft really don't want 1080p users to feel left behind, so all Scorpio games will super sample down to 1080p from full 4K, and all game modes, high performance, high resolution, whatever. These will be available to all users regardless of their display. Now, this is something
they get to choose. Okay.
PS4 Pro won't be an issue on Scorpio. Game DVR gets a 4K 60 HEV.
Whoa! Yep, confirmed.
4K 60. Oh crap! This is gonna be so fucking big within the inside the YouTube gaming community. Crap! This is 4K fucking 60.
Yep, 4K 60, man.
In its own right. But that's all I have for you right now. Look out for more Scorpio stuff coming soon.
Oh wait, let me cut my goddamn crap. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. First of all, like I said, I'm just now fucking sweating. Jesus Christ. Wait, I'm fucking sweating like a goddamn heathen. Crap. What do you feel? Shout out to the 430 people watching. Hit the like button, man. I'm just now seeing it. I'm just getting home from the doctor's office.
I feel like you know, finally after like 3 years of getting shit kicked in on us and stuff like that, that this is finally the box that Phil Spencer wants. You know, to all the people that are like, Microsoft wants out of the console business, they're trying to transform into a service. When you hear this guy talk about how excited Microsoft was to show off this, how proud they are, it screams to me that they're in this console thing to win it. I mean, look, and I was talking to the Don again, going back to that story. He goes, hey, crap, have you ever raced against Phil Spencer's Drivatar in Forza Motorsport? And I said, no, why? He goes, if you race against it, he'll never bump into you. He never bumps into you. He'll win a lot, but he'll never bump into you. He doesn't cheat. He doesn't cut corner. And that spoke a lot. Like, Phil is the type of guy that he's not going to sit there and bash Sony or bash Nintendo, but he's going to run the course and he's going to put out his best foot forward, and he's going to and he wants to win still. You know what I mean? But he's not going to be cheap to do it. That speaks volumes to Xbox Scorpio, and that's basically what we're seeing here. This is ingenuity. This is stuff that nobody saw coming. That's why we were all like, is it Ryzen? Is it this? It's going to have to be this to do this. But then you realize, no, they tailored the hardware around the software, the engines. That's why it has a digital display on the dev kits, because you can work the fucking problems right there.
Right in front of you.
You know what I mean? Yeah, it's like this stuff is absolutely phenomenal. And like you see what they're doing with the Dolby Atmos surround sound and all that kind of stuff.
That's what a did.
Yeah. It's got a 43% compute advantage over the PS4 Pro, much more than that over the standard PS4, obviously. You know, they've got, let's see, if you watch the other video that they do about how the 360 games and stuff will perform, all the older games are going to be 16M anti-aliasing when they're super sampled on Scorpio.
Down to a man with a second-grade education. What are we talking about?
Okay, so the way that Dealer and the Don and Hellheimer explained this to me means is these games get super sampled down, and when that happens, it like the anti-aliasing kicks in. So like even old 360 games, this is why the 360 stuff is so important, because now you take your entire collection with you, and these games are going to look much better than they ever have before. They're going to perform much better than they ever have before, and you get to take all that stuff with you. Even the old Xbox One games are going to get that. So even if you're on a 1080p screen, you're going to get all this anti-aliasing built in, like right there, and you're not going to need a fucking boost mode. That's the most impressive thing. The PS4 Pro has a boost mode, and it doesn't even work with every game. This is something that just, you got the fucking power right there. Everything's going to work. Boost, anti-aliasing, everything's going to look great. It's going to run great. It's like, this is like an amazing day. If you're an Xbox fan, you should be completely ecstatic.
If you're just a gamer. Let me ask you a question, Crap. All right, and we're gonna put the fanboy shit aside. Now, with this product here that Microsoft delivered today, has it met your expectations?
I think it's exceeded my expectations. For one thing, everybody was saying that this thing was going to be super, super expensive. And just from the R&D and the fact that Microsoft seems like they really customized this themselves, I think that that means that this thing's going to be cheaper than what people were thinking. I'm thinking, myself,
it sounds like they stayed with Polaris and
like we all agreed, like $399 to $449, like that would be huge. If this thing is $399,
oh my god,
console war over. Sony done. They will lose.
Yeah.
They will lose. Microsoft will completely catch up and surpass them, because the PS4 will be like the Wii. You know how the Wii sold a whole shit ton at the beginning?
Yeah,
but then
died off.
And then it died off. That's what's going to happen. Everybody's going to gravitate towards the Scorpio because this thing's going to be a fucking beast. Microsoft undersells it because Phil Spencer says shit like premium, and people think it's going to be expensive. Premium just means it's going to be more expensive than their base model. You know? So it doesn't mean it's going to be 4 times the expense.
Okay, here's the thing right now. You know what I wanted him to say? Can you remember at the start, the start of this generation, whatever, and they were doing the breakdowns between both the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4? I wanted him to, I don't know if he, because of Phil or whoever, Phil be on his Gandhi shit, but to say that Scorpio games or whatever the case may be are going to look head and above anything on the PlayStation 4. You know what I mean? Like I know that it is. I just want them to go out and say, "Hey, it is what it is." You know what I mean? Just come out, and just crap. It's our turn now.
I know, dude. Like,
fucking
turn. To see the amount of like damage control and the upset and the
people. I'm just getting home. What are we hearing? Like, I'm just
okay. Well, you're seeing people gravitate towards the Jaguar CPU comment, right? But then when you look at the actual thing, like Dealer Gaming and these people said it sounds more like it's a Puma.
Puma, yeah. I'll get Dealer credit. CPU. Dealer's been saying Puma for about a few months now. We'll give Dealer that.
Yeah,
he's been saying
absolutely
for a while.
Yeah, and he also said hold off on saying that there's no Vega in there, because he said even the Pro had some Vega parts in there. So he goes, don't concede that part yet, Crap. That's what he told me. So I'm not conceding that there's not any Vega.
And here's the question. Maybe I asked one of those guys. So we hit him up in the DM or Aaron or somebody or whoever. That if I understand that it's very, very custom, and Microsoft, the way they seem like all the stuff that's going in, as far as they took what was out now and just as far as the tech or whatever, they put their whole thing in it, is that they right away got to work. I started hearing about it maybe in 2014 or so. Right away they got with this whole the resolution thing was really, really kicking their goddamn teeth in. Got to work on this console, because what they're saying, like, everything is like built to run invincibly. Like, this thing here is going to dance circles again, whether it has Vega or Ryzen, around a lot of motherfuckers gaming rigs, and especially maybe like $400. You know what I mean? Yeah. What he's saying that boom, 4K 60, and and only was able to use using 60 to 50% of the console's GPU. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that's a lot, Crap. That's a lot. And you still got 50% left of the GPU, and they were already able to hit 4K 60. What are we fucking working with right here, Crap? This is a fucking
it's a beast, man. That's what they said. And not only that, there's not even any mention of any of that checkerboard nonsense. Like, they're like 900p games can do 4K, 1080p games can do 4K. This was a console to run this generation's games at native 4K. That's all there is to it.
I'm sorry. Like I said, something I was told maybe like in E3's in June, maybe like July, with a certain individual said to me, because I remember right after Microsoft announced the Scorpio 4K 60 or whatever. You had all these people, within the community, even in some of the media. There's no way that they're going to be able to achieve 4K 60. The console's going to be $800-900. That's why I hate when they get to doing shit like that, right? Trying to downplay and spin it. Well, what I was told that what we've been playing since 2013 or whatever, this generation, that it would be nothing for the Scorpio to handle it at 4K 60, regardless of whatever the game is. But as time goes on, graphics engines or whatever become more demanding or more taxing. So maybe when Unreal Engine 5 comes out, maybe 3 years from now, whatever the goddamn case, maybe they won't be able to run some of those games in 4K 60 or 4K 30. But again, it'll be 1080p lock 60 or whatever, with better textures. You know what I mean? And I guess, like I said, I'm not saying not to be some tech junkie, but with the memory bandwidth alone, that crushes the PlayStation 4 Pro. You know what I mean? Either Sony can give
you see the Pro.
Yeah.
The Pro is really a half-assed upgrade. You know what I mean? This isn't a half-assed upgrade. They both did mid-gen refreshes.
Thank you.
But Microsoft they both did mid-gen refreshes, but Microsoft's really stomped the shit out of theirs. I mean, it's honestly like especially if they hit $399, $449, I think that you're just going to see Xbox back to the glory days. You could just tell that they aren't happy with how things are right now, and they're going to go all in. And there shouldn't be a gamer who's not excited. You know what I mean? Well, I think
they're going to be your haters or whatever. You know what I mean? But here, let me ask you this then. Before I was saying, $500. That's what you're hearing with the Ryzen or the Vega, whatever the goddamn. But what they're, everything I said today is a super duper custom. I don't see why, this thing again couldn't be $400 or maybe $450.
Yeah.
But I can definitely see it coming in at that. You know what I mean?
Microsoft went in on it. Yeah, they obviously were like, hey, we're gonna help build this, and it's gonna be a lot of custom parts. There's nothing off the shelf here. It's like Microsoft was like, hey, we're gonna, we want to do it this certain way, and we're gonna utilize the software and the engines that are out there and build our machine around that. You know what I mean? Instead of the other ways around, because we know Microsoft is a software company, right?
Yes.
So fucking geniuses that they are. They managed to get a 6 teraflop machine that's going to do native 4K games. This thing, if this thing is $400 or $450, the guy even says this is basically the equivalent of $1,000 or more PC.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, how many people, PC, PS4, whatever, are going to fucking buy a Scorpio just because it's going to be the cheapest, best option to play your games? Unbelievable. Like, if you are not just like unbelievably happy with this, then you need to get yourself checked out, man, because this is like a day for gamers to rejoice, not just Xbox fans. I don't care if you're a fucking PlayStation fan. You should be happy because you're getting a Scorpio, and don't even deny it. All you people, everyone watching right now, you're all getting a Scorpio. All of you.
Let me ask you a question, Crap, before we get the hell up out of here.
Guaranteed.
What is the best feature so far that was announced that really just grabbed you like, oh, this is here? What is
man, the fact that everything with the anti-aliasing and everything's going to look better. There's no more screen tearing on backwards compatibility games. Just the unbelievable ability that just the stuff that they're doing. You know what? The best thing for me is the fact that Microsoft are so proud and hyped about this thing, because it really shuts the haters up that say that Microsoft is trying to get out of the business. They don't care about the business. They don't care about the consoles. And I had heard differently. I had heard that they are more secure right now with Xbox than they've ever been. So, I mean, people can say what they want. Oh, the play anywhere, blah, blah, blah. The bottom line is, for the average consumer, to play best on, you're going to be able to play the best version on Scorpio, and you don't got to fuck with the PC. You're getting this amazing piece of ingenuity, and this company that has full belief in it. They're putting out really great games. They're listening. This is Phil's beast. This is going to be their E3. This is going to be like a fantastic year. I still don't think we're going to get a whole shit ton of games announcements like that are going to be that far out. I think we know what we're going to get this year. But again, we're going to get all the multi-plats are going to be so much better on the Scorpio, so much better. So I think people finally we get through that shit, and now we're to where we can,
So are we getting? I'm sorry. Well, I guess again, far as the marketing rights or whatever the goddamn case may be, do you think Microsoft is going to get? They got to get one of the big shooters. That's They have to get one of the. Is it confirmed Sony will Call of Duty?
I don't think they went with Call of Duty. There's a chance they could have Battlefront 2.
That would, that would be huge. That, you know what I mean?
It's gonna be native 4K 60 frames on Scorpio. So I mean that's
that's saying
I can't.
a lot, though. That's saying a lot, though. Crap. If it,
you know what I'm gonna do? What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get both versions, the PS4 Pro and the Scorpio version.
Shit,
and then I'm gonna man. The Capital Foundry, man. Blurry 1440. Blurry 14.
We gotta get that put on a t-shirt, Crap. Oh, you said Crap. Say it again. Say it again for me, bro.
Capital Foundry. I actually do that, dude. I've got an intro that says Capital Foundry where I compare like. Yeah, and a lot of times it's backwards compatibility. I'll be like, here's Red Dead Redemption backwards compatible on Xbox One, and then here it is on PS4, and it's just a blank screen because they don't have that shit. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, this is gonna be fucking hilarious. Blurry 1440p on PS4 Pro, native 4K, gorgeous, 60 frames per second on Scorpio. Rack that up.
Yeah, are stores taking pre-orders?
Lock it in. I don't know if they're taking pre-orders yet.
GameStop. I mean, not GameStop. I bet Amazon had something up
Amazon
there.
has a placeholder up there, but you can't pre-order yet. It just says, Project Scorpio coming or whatever. I think we're not going to be able to pre-order till E3.
Yeah, E3. So what you're saying?
They're supposed to be. I'm saying 4. I think their contingency for the highest they could go is 450 if they went over budget. But I think it's going to be 1 terabyte. They've confirmed 1 terabyte hard drive. Supposedly this thing's supposed to. Yeah, a faster hard drive. It's not an SSD actually, but it is faster, and it's supposed to. I don't know. The way that they have this thing set up is it's going to really like, it's going to load games faster because it's the 4K stuff. So they had to speed things up, and it's just the whole thing is just impressive. Like to me, I'm just like, how did they do it with the stuff that they're doing? Because it's not really like state of the art stuff. You know what I mean? It's just their ingenuity. Here.
What Albert Pagella say? We are the inventors of DirectX. You don't think we know how to make a console?
Yeah, and this thing is going to be more DirectX than anything. Like, how we peddle that shit a little bit. You know what I mean? Even Dealer said that. He goes, yeah, I stayed away from peddling that. I was like, man, I was like a crack. That shit. DirectX video is free, but the next one you got to pay for it. You know what I mean? Like,
it was a real shit, yo. I wish sometimes that was the good old time. That's when YouTube was just so simple for us, yo. I'm not seeing we always went through the bullshit, but like some of the shit we used to talk about behind how we gonna spin this one, that shit was sheer fucking gold, man. You know what I mean? Yeah. Sheer fucking gold, man. But it's our fucking time. So I remember you wasn't really too sold on it before. Like now my game is my game. Are you getting the Scorpio day one now? You there day one?
Yeah, I mean, look. The whole reason why, and that part of the reason why I've sort of went digital is because I'm gonna have I have 8 terabytes of external hard drives.
8 terabytes.
And so and my games I have like 430, maybe 430 games now. And that's included. Yeah, that's probably about 40 or 50 360 games on there as well. So yeah.
Wait, you got 400 Xbox One games, Crap?
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah, I have a lot of games. I mean, some of them are indies, but most of the big ones I have. You know what I mean? Like pretty much everything that's big that comes out, I buy it. But yeah. So for me, the ability to take 3, and I'm not actually completely unsold of the idea that this thing could do original Xbox emulation. You know what I mean? Like I'm even though I don't think that they're going to do backwards, this thing could play even some of that. I wouldn't. It's powerful enough. It would be easy enough.
Well, it's easy. It's x86 is easy. The 360 was able to do it. So whatever the case may be with certain title.
I mean, they could straight up just do it. You know what I'm saying? Like so, basically, your 360, your Xbox One, all that stuff comes with you.
Think about this. That would be a good marketing point for Cadella.
Yeah.
All the Xbox ones, whether the OG Xbox, the 360. The Xbox One into the Scorpio, all that in one goddamn console. You know what I mean?
Hey, we got over 500 watching us. Thanks.
Oh, shout out, man. Shout out to you guys, man. Shout out to you. I had a shitty day today, but shout out to you guys. Hit the like button for me, man. For us. You know what I mean? Hit the like button for us, man. Damn. But
yeah, man. It's gonna be interesting because you got people that act like their consoles like their manhood or whatever. You know what I mean? It's just like, oh my god, now we've got the weakest. I mean, really, look, if these people that like the PS4, they're still gonna be able to play it. Like I still play my Xbox One S. I have a Pro. Like, you know what I mean? It's technically better, of course, but you know, I still am an Xbox dude and prefer that ecosystem and the controller and all that stuff. So I play my Xbox One S. The PlayStation people, they're still probably going to play their PlayStation. I don't know, like, but the real legit gamers that just want the best experience, they're going to Scorpio, man, and I don't blame them. You know, that's where I'm going.
All right, shit, man. But
I can imagine the trade-in is going to be pretty good too. Like if this thing is $399, yeah, let's say this thing's $399, you know, and then they give you $150 for your S. Like fucking, you're walking out there looking pretty damn good. You know what I mean?
How much is the S brand new in the store? Is it $250 or
$250?
$250.
And well, it's normally $300, $299.
Okay.
But right now it's like $250. It's like always on sale for like $250. So I could see them doing a price drop to $250 by the time E3 rolls around. You know what I mean? Like I just think they're gonna do that, and I think they're gonna go here's the Scorpio at either $399 or $449. I just you know, I think that's gonna be.
Well, let me ask you this before we go, Crap. Do you think now, because let's be real, the Xbox hasn't got much love this year. You know, everything's been about the PlayStation 4 with their exclusives and the hype of the Nintendo Switch. Do you think Microsoft? Do you think their announcement came at a great time? You know what I mean? Yeah, to get some stuff back in their favor.
Yeah, here's the thing, right? You have great games with Gold Month, where Sony continues to struggle with that. You know, you start building the hype now going into E3. You don't want to focus too much on Scorpio itself. You're going to get a price and see the box at E3, which again we've heard it's smaller than the Xbox One S actually. So
the Xbox One S is pretty small though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like with all that cooling and stuff that they have in there, like it's impressive as hell. So, you know, you and that way you have more time to explain your games, you know, at E3. And I think that's the point. They didn't want to spend a ton of time. You're going to come out hard with Scorpio, I'm sure. And then you're going to be like, okay, then you're going to get your games and stuff like that. I still think they've got maybe a surprise or two.
Up this
we'll have to wait and see.
Games?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
but
I think so.
You know what? But listen, before we go, what they have to do, Crap, they have to give us a side-by-side comparison and not still shit on the Xbox One standard at the same time. Like here, you know, so you know how they have on screen, you know, this is whatever, say Call of Duty chopstick 3, right? And then show it here it is running on Project Scorpio with Xbox. Are we still going with Xbox One X as the name?
Well, Xbox One X seems likely, but I mean it could be Xbox One whatever, fucking Ultra, I don't know, whatever they want to. Who cares? You know what I mean? It's fucking the specs pretty much like made the name irrelevant in my opinion. You know, you see that it's just like it's Xbox One Beast, whatever. I mean, it's fucking Xbox One better than PS4 Pro. That's what I fucking call it because
the Pro is a little more. The Pro is a little fucking more.
The Pro is a little like the Pro is just garbage compared to this. So I mean.
There's no bottlenecks. I hope what people said. There's no bottlenecks. It won't be an issue getting games to 60 or whatever the goddamn case. But that goddamn GPU is a beast, man. I can't wait. Ladies and gentlemen, listen. Thank you, Danny. Thank you for rocking out with us. I think because I'm just getting back home from the doctor's office. Had a shitty day, but still I rise. Hit the like button. I will be live streaming again tonight. I didn't do it last night. I wasn't feeling too well. But I'm gonna leave the link down below and Crap, you guys and you and Mooch are live streaming Friday, right? Are you using Beam or Twitch?
I think since we're live streaming Drawn to Death on PS4, I think we're gonna stream it right to his YouTube channel.
How much was that? How much was the?
It's free if you have PlayStation Plus. So I bit the bullet and got PlayStation Plus, and we're both gonna.
I'll play with you, guys.
Yeah, you guys you can hop in, man. It's actually the game's not bad. I was playing it.
It's like still free.
Yeah, it's free if you have PlayStation Plus, man. Just go download it. Man. It's only about
it's once a month. You know, they take the games away.
Yeah, it just went on. It just came out 2 days ago. So
okay, let me download it as we speak.
Yeah, it's only a couple of gigs, man, but it's actually quite fun. Like I think that game looks bad when you see it on.
The creator from Mount Sedan, creator Malcolm X, I'm bugging the fuck out. That's
God of War and
Malcolm X, Jesus.
Stuff, yeah. And you know what? It's a functional third-person shooter, like the double jump and the cool weapon. Yeah, third-person shooter, bro.
Third person. I'm all
third person.
I'm it right now.
Yeah, I'm telling you, dude, it's fun. You can play with us. That'd be fucking awesome. We're hoping to get a bunch of people out there on the stream and stuff.
What time you guys?
It's gonna be a good time. I think we're doing it at 10 Eastern.
Well, how many people are allowed to be in their parties on PlayStation?
I think 4.
4?
Yeah, so I think 4. Yeah, I think 4 people.
You want to chat inside a party?
Well, no, party chat. You can do more than that, but I think 4 people on the team.
All right, okay, all right. Well, yeah, I'm there, man. I ain't got no time.
Sounds good, man. We'll rock out on it, and if it's good, it's good. Like so far, I like it. I think it's actually pretty damn good.
Oh, so you played it,
you know? Yeah, I played it. I played it a little bit. I think it's good. It's got a lot of cussing in it, and it's just got an interesting art style. Like I said, when I first saw this, and they showed it off at E3 and stuff, and you've seen videos, it doesn't look as good. But when you play it on your screen, it actually, I think it looks damn good. So, you know, it's interesting, man. It's a cool concept, in my opinion. So
yeah, I check it out. I was live streaming. I was live streaming. Yesterday was Thursday. Today's Thursday. I was live streaming Wednesday. No, it was Tuesday. That's last time I streamed. And Mike Barr hopped in the stream. I was like, whoa, man.
yeah. Mike's the man, dude. He posted out a Scorpio symbol today, man. Like you could just tell, you know, they're just super proud. Anybody that thought they were trying to get out of the console business can lose that shit now. You know what I mean? Like,
so do you the last? I don't know the last one. Do you think Digital Foundry played fair? No shade.
You know what though? Maybe a little bit of shade with the Jaguar comment. And also they're speculating the price to be $499. I think that's a little bit, you know, but there's not really much that they could do because you could tell the guy's really fucking impressed with the stuff. So yeah, you know, plus he probably has NDAs for some shit.
Yeah.
You know, like I have the feeling that he actually played Forza Motorsport 7 as well, but I couldn't say anything because that game's not announced yet.
You know what? At the end of the day, well, I guess those are the right people to talk around tech, but you know, they haven't been the most favorable to the Xbox. You know what I mean? They had a really big deal from the 900p to 1080p, and you know, it was just a softer image all around, and this, that, and the other. But they praise fucking, you know, what's that game? Goddamn Splatoon is fucking 540p in handheld mode. You know what I mean? But
yeah,
it's man. But crap, man. Thank you for rocking out with me today, man.
No problem, man.
You gaming tonight? You playing something?
Yeah, well, I'm actually guesting on another show tonight, man. Console Corner with GKB and them. They're doing a lot of people wanting to do videos today, man. I can understand why. It's like E3, bro.
Yes.
That shit's gonna be crazy.
Their show. What's today? Thursday, right? What's happening?
Yeah, well, they're doing a special show. I think they're going at 6 tonight or something like that. So.
Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna.
We gonna have multiplayer podcast. Grab them by the balls. It's like, no, I'm sorry. No, they did shit with the move south. And oh my god, BGSC has beat with TXR podcast. Shout out to this guy. But anyway, thank you guys for rocking out with us, man. My brother.
Hey, man, I hit 30,000 subscribers today.
You did. Woo.
Yeah. Hey, man. Like, yeah. I just want to say thanks to everybody, like you and you know just BGST, the people that like really are my friends. You know what I mean? Like you guys have all fucking supported me and done a good job and stuff.
You fat
and I appreciate it. I know, man. It's like somebody mentioned that they're like, you hit it, and I was like, oh man, that's like a huge milestone, man. Like it's just.
Have you spoken to Worry?
You know, I haven't spoke to Worry yet. He might. I expect a DM where he's going to be really excited about it. Or he's going to be like, "Crap, man! What do you think?" Or, but they need games, right?
Hey, yo, Worry's a fucking troll. He just don't fucking know it.
No. He knows, man. He's a pot stirrer, dude. But he's funny as hell.
That motherfucker stir that goddamn pot, don't he, man? Oh god,
dude. I still remember that E3 we covered with him, where he goes, "Are we off air?" Yeah. And we're like, "Yeah," and he goes, "That Sony conference was dog shit."
Dog shit. I mean, what was it, 2014? That was bad. Oh my god, that was bad. Shit.
He goes, "That's dog shit." But he wouldn't say it on the air.
Oh shit, man. But listen, shout out to all you guys. I am downloading it right now behind me. We call it drawing to death. We're gonna live this stream that shit, whatever. But thank you guys as always. Shout out to Crap. If you of course you're following, subscribe to him. Listen, swing by the website too, bgstpodcast.com. Join the forums, have fun. And join our Discord channel. The links will be down below and everything. And follow me on Beam. I appreciate it. It'll be the first comment. We out of here, man. Xbox, hold your hands up. It's our turn. Bang, bang. Go on.